Hi Pisces, welcome to your mid-November 2018 Tarot and Astrology reading. Thank you for all your likes, your subscriptions, your shares, etc. Please note this can apply to Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising people, possibly even your Venus, if you associate strongly with the sign of Pisces in your chart. Even 12th house dominant. So Pisces, there could be a little bit of fog. Neptune goes direct in your sign, so you would think the fog would lift, but maybe there is a little bit of indecision surrounding your life's purpose, your life's direction, and maybe you're starting to ask bigger questions, or maybe you are getting engrossed in a party scene, an escapist routine, and you're finding ways to escape from reality because you're not wanting to face up to a situation. Neptune is creating this fog. Now, Mars moves into your sign on the 15th of November, which brings about a need for action. Your sign in Mars can be regarded by others as quite passive. It can seem very easygoing on Mars. It's very direct. It's to the point. It's Aries, which is the beginning of the zodiac, and you're the end of the zodiac. But combine the two energies, and we get this beautiful blend of masculine and feminine where the direction to the dream becomes possible. Your thoughts can become reality by action. So you'll be maybe a bit more aggressive in your pursuit of that which serves you. But the first problem is figuring out what exactly it is that you want. Now, there's going to be a full moon in Gemini on the 23rd of November, illuminating your 4th house of domestic affairs, family, comfort levels, security levels. We've had Jupiter in Scorpio, your 9th house, for the last year, which is travel and expansion. So you've had a lot of luck in those areas. You've had a lot of luck with religion, with philosophy, literal travel, globalization, more opportunities in those fields possibly came your way, even higher learning. Some of you maybe went back to university or college. Now, when Jupiter shifts into your 10th house of career, it's going to be that little bit more grounding. 10th house energy is Capricorn energy, earth energy, very grounding, very career focused, a bit more serious. You've had the adventure, you've had the fun, and now you're looking to gain prestige in your career. You're looking to mature in certain areas. But don't forget that Venus goes into the Scorpio sign again in December. So while it goes direct in Libra on the 16th, which is your 8th house of other people's money, the occult, mysteries, you may be finding that in your romantic life, people haven't been exactly who they seem. Now, with Mars going into your sign, yeah, that's Gemini full moon nostalgia. Some of you could be feeling somewhat homesick or nostalgic for times gone by, relationships gone by. Living in the past for some at the most negative level. In the most positive level, appreciation for the past, learning from the past. For some of you, it could represent someone from the past in your current life, so as in someone who would have returned, or it could be old friends who never left. The 6 of Cups. Interesting. There's that 7 of Cups again. So we have a progression here. There's a sense of illusion when I see this. 6 of Swords, Page of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups. No, this is Mars and Pisces energy for sure. Justice. Okay. So Pisces. With the 6 of Swords is offering you this progression into something new. You are going through this transitional phase with Jupiter moving into Sagittarius. As I say, some of you may possibly have relocated or may have gone under a year's worth of exploration of the occult, of astrology even, of metaphysics, religion, or maybe some of you just traveled and saw the world. All of those were enhanced with Jupiter in Scorpio. If any sign came out well of Jupiter in Scorpio in terms of opportunities, I actually found it was Pisces more than anybody. But depends on individual charts. Now, the Six of Cups to me suggests that for a lot of you, you have been going through an interesting time with those surrounding you. And by interesting, I mean it could go two ways. It could be that you felt very connected on a soul level to the people you were meeting, like you'd met them before. It could be that you were reconnecting with new friends, and now there's a little bit of a focus on who got left behind. In romantic relationships, I think a lot of you did have to move on from somebody you didn't want to move on from. And it's maybe catching up with you a little bit. And maybe under Venus retrograde, you missed the person. Maybe you wanted to catch up with the person. I do think there's an emphasis here on past people. But Pisces, one of the most extraordinary things that I can see here is the manifestation of a wish. For a lot of you, with Six of Cups, I sort of feel like it may have been something you wished for as a child, may have been something that you dreamed of. It may have been a wish for more excitement, which I think you probably got with Jupiter, right? But if you haven't got that just yet, don't forget Jupiter leaves you with a gift that may not actually have revealed itself. With Justice, I get this impression that the balance isn't quite right between what you use to escape and what you use to survive. So there seems to be a work-life balance problem. I think with the Page of Pentacles here, you may somewhat have got caught up in the living of life and the escapism and the enjoyment of socializing and alcohol, and for some of you it could have been drugs, or it could have been, music, whatever it is that you use to escape. The Page of Pentacles here means your work life may have been neglected, or certain friendships may have been neglected. You may have been enjoying yourself so much you lost an opportunity out to somebody else in work that maybe you really wanted, but you weren't quite ready for it because you were too busy with other things. You were living very much in the moment. It's a very carpe diem attitude that I can see here, Pisces, which I do wonder, is that where your energies are going now that Jupiter moves into the 10th? I don't think so. I think it's going to offer you a real year of maturity. For a lot of people, when Jupiter's in the 9th house for them, it can signify, there's definitely an earth sign here. Capricorn, Taurus, or a Virgo. It can really signify moving on to the next stage in our life. It's the student. So it's a lot of the time it's when people go away for university, when they move out of the home for the first time, when they move abroad, when they learn a new language, and then when it shifts into the 10th house, it's that adult phase. Where things get a bit more serious and you want to find a suitable career. You want to be acknowledged. You want to do more of the serious stuff. But there's something still to come in the realm of fun and excitement that you're not quite, maybe you're not expecting. Three of Wands, Strength card, Two of Cups, nice, Empress, and the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, Pisces, you're on to a winner. Right, okay. Queen of Pentacles, definitely could be an earth sign. So, now that is a lucky streak. Very, very, very much so. Nine of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune, that is pure, unaffected luck. That's crazy. Okay, so we'll look at the other things. Obviously, there's always the good and the not so good parts of any reading because that's the contrast of life as we know it. Now, the Six of Swords and the Two of Cups signifies a lot of things. It can be you moving forward from a relationship that you had to leave behind, but it can also signify moving into the next phase with a person. It can be a greater commitment. It can be traveling with a person. It can be meeting the parents. It can be thinking about having kids. I don't know so much about the having kids part with the Empress and the challenge position. It could actually be that you're with someone who has a different opinion on raising children or having children, but that's for maybe a small minority. The Empress in the challenge may be that it's early stages for some of you with a relationship. It may actually be with the Page of Pentacles. You could be dating someone who's incredibly attractive and you find that you worry about the attention they receive. You could really be dating someone who's quite Venusian, so they're Venus ruled person, maybe Venus in the first house, maybe Libra, maybe Taurus. And it may actually be that you work with the person and you feel a little bit concerned about that because, as I say, Jupiter in the 10th house, you want to progress in your career. But Jupiter can give you a gift in your career sector in the form of a romance, an office romance. But the interesting thing about the Nine of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune is that I read about this combination lately, and it was telling me that when you get the Wheel of Fortune and the Nine of Cups, it's real luck. Like, it's really lucky. And the Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter, so I do feel like this could be a career-related gift for you, Pisces, but it's not something to be snuffed at. I do think it could be career with the Queen of Pentacles here, offering you a gift in that sector. Now, it's funny. It's really, really, really funny. It's just that it looks so good. I almost don't want to touch it, but I know I have to go over this another time. The Wheel of Fortune is whenever fates have been going one way for you and they suddenly change and take another direction. But if you've been feeling like things aren't so great at the moment, either romantically, career-wise, or whatever it is that you feel in your life is lacking, that you would like some luck in, Wheel of Fortune seems to be offering it to you. And not only that, with strength in the middle, it is putting the elbow grease into making the dreams happen. It is making the dreams that you want come true. It's not being passive. It's being more determined and having a little bit of a wake-up call and seeing how easily things start to manifest when your intentions are clear. Like what it is that you know that you want. For some of you, as I say, it really definitely could be love, with the Two of Cups in the positive position. And if it's not romance, then it actually could be career, because with the Queen of Pentacles, she's offering you a gift of some kind. She's holding her pentacle ready to give to you. I can't help but feel a little bit like for some Pisces, it is that the person of your dreams is suddenly appearing. And for some of you, for whatever reason it is, it could be somebody that you loved long ago. It could be somebody you loved in a past life. But there's some sort of attachment to this. And sometimes, Pisces, the Six of Cups will come up whenever the person you're dating has a connection to your home. Like a strange friend of a friend. Yeah, the Hierophant. Same tradition, same culture, same beliefs, same upbringing, similar schooling. There's some interesting connection with the next person that you meet. Now, the person that you meet under this transit, the Knight of Cups, wow, that is something. This Pisces really looks like somebody is coming for you. Ten of Wands. Knight of Pentacles. Wow. The Tower and the Challenge. Oops. And the Four of Cups. For goodness sake. Oh goodness, the Knight of Swords underneath. This Four of Cups, I don't know what's wrong with people. It's like rejecting. It's like rejecting what it is that you want. And this has come up for a few of the signs, and it's baffling me so much because Jupiter is such an expansive planet, and he loves to give gifts. But for some reason, and this is in particular to the water signs, they don't want to take them. So I wonder, is this that Jupiter has left the water signs? I think Jupiter's leaving all the water signs a gift, and for some reason it's kind of like the water signs are mad at Jupiter and don't necessarily want to take it, or they're not noticing it or acknowledging it. Possibly because you had a tower moment of some kind. Something was taken from you that you really wanted, but it was taken from you for a reason. Rejection is your protection, and you're not that happy about it. Do you know, it actually looks like you get something you really, really, really wanted, and you're not even sure you want it anymore. Maybe your belief system has changed. Maybe your values have changed, Pisces. But there seems to be a contrast between maybe who you were and what you are now and what you wanted then and what you wanted now. There's maybe been a delayed manifestation and you gave up because you felt like it wasn't happening. Some of you were rejected, though, in a very big way. The Empress in the Tower. Some of you had this awful crisis of confidence because of another person, and it actually could have been work. Some of you may have lost a job, or some of you may have had a nasty breakup of some kind whereby there was possibly a third party of kind. You know, there was either a person, it was career, it was location, it was family, there was something that got in the way, and I think a lot of you really wanted something. It's funny because this looks like to me somebody missing you and coming back for you. So I really feel like there is somebody for a lot of Pisces that's coming back to win them over, like win their heart over. And for others of you, you're already with your soulmate. If you're dealing with an earth sign, I feel like there could be a good indication that this is your person. You know, this is somebody that you're going to go long term with. The Knight of Pentacles to me is just that energy. There's a possibility of going long term with this person. Yet, you seem to be offered this amazing opportunity of such. And with the Four of Cups, you're just not taking it. So I'm kind of at a loss of what to tell you, Pisces, because this Four of Cups to me is you rejecting it for some reason. I just don't get it. The Nine of Cups in the Wheel of Fortune is being on such a lucky streak, coming into a lucky streak that can last, I think, it can be 9 to 10 days or 9 weeks to 10 weeks. So that would be good. But I think you're scared of it. I don't think you believe it, and I don't think you trust it because you've been disillusioned before. You've got the wrong end of the sticks before, and you don't know if this is for you. Actually, sometimes when things start going right, people do get nervous, and a lot of people think if everything was going right, I would be so happy. But then if things start going right, you're like, well, what if this goes wrong, and what's going to happen next? But Pisces, you're really going into a lucky streak. And if you're watching this and you're thinking, nope, never going to happen, nothing lucky happens to me, then that's you. If you're watching this and thinking, I would be so prepared for things to start going right, are you sitting here with your arms crossed as you listen to this? You know, this is kind of a big thing. This is a stars align moment. So Pisces, I really feel like love is coming for you. Career opportunities are coming for you. And to be honest, I think the end of November is when things really start to progress. But your decision that you must make is whether or not you will accept it or reject it. And don't reject it because you're scared of looking foolish if it went wrong. Accept it because you want it. If it's something that you wanted but you don't want anymore, just acknowledge that feeling, because with the law of attraction, if you really, really, really want something, oftentimes when we detach from it, it's when it happens. When you stop caring, it happens. Justice. Karmic justice. This is interesting. You may hear something this month whereby an ex that wronged you or someone that did something on you gets their karma, and you feel a little bit more relieved by it, or you feel this little sense of justice. But just remember to keep your karma clean, Pisces, because secrecy isn't validated here. It's actually sort of indicating to me that your karma is the most important part of this. Justice and the Wheel of Fortune, the Emperor and the Nine of Wands. You must remain ethical in your decisions. You must take the moral high ground. And you must not get complacent just because you have got what you want. Or you mustn't let it drive you to make decisions that would negatively affect somebody else just because you feel like you're so powerful. Because this is powerful. You're having a very powerful moment. And Jupiter is certainly, for those of you that embraced his energies and embraced his opportunities, he is leaving you with something spectacular. And you must be grateful for it, because if you're not, your powers of luck, your powers of manifestation will decrease. Be grateful for what it is that you're receiving, because I feel like there's a big surprise in terms of luck coming for you, Pisces, and I just want to make sure that as I communicate this, because my progressed Mercury is in retrograde at the minute, and I don't know that I'm getting the points out exactly as they go in my head, because usually it's a bit easier for me. But I don't like being, harsh with people in readings, because when you get one as positive as these cards, I want to be like, yeah, everything's going to go great, everything's going to be amazing. You've got amazing things coming to you, which is great, but then you go away from the reading and then you think, I don't see anything. Things aren't that different. But in actuality, then that is the Four of Cups energy. Do you know what I mean? When the wheel spins in the sky, in fact, both these guys have their arms crossed. But having your arms crossed won't let you pick up a cup. And that's exactly what you have to do. Also, Pisces, just to be aware, as always with your readings, there is a strong Leo streak. There's also a Scorpio streak here, and Aries. So Taurus as well. There's actually quite a few, but as always, it doesn't really matter. It's just that sometimes people like to hear the signs and some others don't, but I'm going to say them anyway because the cards all have certain signs. So we have Aries, Taurus, Libra, Leo, fixed sign energy, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, water signs, earth signs, yada, yada, yada. Siege, quiet time. Take time to meditate. Yeah, golden opportunity. Important doors are opening for you. Walk through them. Be bold. Unleash your adventurous side. Take risks and be daring, and expect a miracle. Expect a miracle. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. Something good happens, Pisces. It's up to you not to block it, not to reject it, because you very well might regret it if you do. I think this is an opportunity opening for you that you're in two minds about whether to take, because you're wondering with the Tower card here if it's built to last. Knight of Pentacles is someone that builds things to last. I feel more so that past experience has possibly created an insecurity within you and your ability to receive what is positive at the moment, which is why your arms are crossed and you're not really welcoming in the new. And with Mars going into your sign after being in your 12th house for so long, which is somewhat uncomfortable, I must say, to have Mars in Aquarius, your 12th house, you're going to be getting your self-confidence back and you're going to be growing as a person. So until then, even if you don't feel that way right now, fake it till you make it. Embrace what it is that you deserve, because you will look back and regret whatever this gift was if you don't take it. So take the cup. Okay, Pisces, I love you guys and I hope you enjoyed that reading, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.